Good morning, class. See the picture on your screen. A lady and a boy, or you can say a man or a gentleman. They both are sitting on a sofa and they are discussing something. Yes? Okay. So yesterday we started the topic, or you can see the chapter "End of School Days." The author has finished his school days, and now the most burning question in the house is that what are his future plans? The author and the aunt, they both are sitting here and they are discussing about their future plans. And aunt is guiding him to do well, and she is also asking him that he should visit the world and he must know everything about the things, then he should adopt. So let's continue the reading where we have left yesterday, and we are going to start the right part of the chapter. It is here, 2 partitions are there on this page, and we are going to start the right part. I hope so, aunt, but what I want you to Trot, continue my aunt, is a firm fellow, a fine and firm fellow, with a will of your own, means a firm and determined person I want. Aunt is telling to Trot. Trot is a writer. With resolution, with determination, with strength of character that cannot be influenced except for good reason by anyone or anything, means the person should be strong, determined, a strong character, and he should not be influenced by any reason except any good reason. Then that's what I want you to be, means the aunt wanted him to be a person like that with all those good qualities. That's what your father and mother might both have, heaven knows, means the father and mother both have such type of qualities, and aunt wants that the same quality should be with the boy also. I told her that I hoped I would be what she wanted me to be. So the writer promised aunt that he will become the same person that is expected from the side of the aunt, so that you may begin to rely on yourself and to act for yourself, said my aunt. I shall send you on your trip alone. I did not think asking Mr. Dick to go with you, but on second thought, I shall keep him to take care of me. Means aunt was not sending Mr. Dick with the writer, but aunt will keep the person with her. Mr. Dick looked a little disappointed until the pride and honor of taking care of the most wonderful woman in the world made him cheerful again. So Mr. Dick looked a little disappointed, means he was very much upset because he take pride and honor in taking care of the most wonderful woman. My aunt gave me a generous sum of money, a portmanteau, means a traveling suitcase that opens in 2 parts, and a loving goodbye, means she bade me farewell, you can say. At the time of leaving, she gave me some good advice and many kisses, means she showed love and affection to the writer in the form of kisses and in the form of good advice. She said that since her wish was that I should take care of myself and think for myself, I should stay a few days in London if I wanted it. She said I could do it either on my way to Suffolk or when returning. So I was free to do as I wished for about a month. Means within a month she wanted that he should come back. She set no other condition apart from the advice to look after myself and think for myself, and a promise to write to her 3 times a week and to tell her honestly how I was doing. Means as a mother cares for the child, same aunt was caring for him, and she wanted a promise from the side of the writer that he will write 3 times, means he will write a letter 3 times to the aunt, and he will tell each and everything honestly, means he will not hide even a single thing from her. The main object of my mind, I remember when I had begun my journey, was to appear as old as possible to the coachman. Means the main aim was that he wanted to prove himself that he has a grown-up person, though he was not, and speak in a brusque manner. Brusque manner means curt, using very few words, very less. Although it was a little difficult to speak like that, I still stuck to it, for I felt it was a grown-up sort of thing. "You are going through, sir?" said the coachman. "Yes, William," I said courteously. I knew him. "I'm going to London. I shall go down to Suffolk afterwards." We went to a Golden Cross, at Charming Cross, then to an old inn in a crowded neighborhood. A waiter showed me into the coffee room, and a chambermaid introduced me to my small bedchamber. It smelled like a hackney coach. Hackney coach means a carriage pulled by a hackney, a breed of horse. Means it was not a pleasant place, you can see. Maid was also there. She showed him the house, etc. But the smell was of different kind. It smelled like a hackney coach and was shut up like a family vault. Vault here means a chamber under a church or in a cemetery that is used for burying the dead. Nobody looked away by me, making me painfully aware of my youth. The chambermaid didn't care for my opinion on any subject, while the waiter, sensing my inexperience, offered advice. So the maid didn't care about me, even a single thing she didn't care, but the waiter, he understood something and he gave me advice. "Well now," said the waiter in a tone of confidence, "what would you like for dinner? Young gentleman like poultry in general. Have a fowl?" Fowl means a bird, such a chicken whose meat and eggs are eaten. I told him as impressively as I could that I wasn't in the mood for a fowl. Means I didn't want to eat a fall. See, the person is sitting, the waiter is standing there and he is asking something. I told him as impressively as I could that I wasn't in the mood for a fall. "Aren't you?" said the waiter. "Young gentlemen are generally tired of mutton. Here, have a veal culture, a meat of a calf." I agreed to this only because I was unable to suggest anything else. "Do you care for taters?" means potatoes, said the waiter with a cunning smile. "Young gentlemen are generally overfed with taters," I ordered him in my deepest voice to get a veal cutlet and potatoes and everything else that would go with them. So the order has been given for the refreshment, you can say, or for eating, and that would go with them, and to inquire if there were any letter for Trotwood Copperfield, Esquire. In England, in the past, a formal title written after the name of a man belonging to high society. I knew there wouldn't be any. There couldn't be. I thought it manly to appear that I was expecting. He soon came back to say that there were none, at which I acted surprised and began to lay the cloth for my dinner on the table by the fire. While he was doing this, he asked me what I would drink with it. When I replied half a pint of sherry, he used the opportunity to take out leftover wine from several small bottles. I say this because when I was reading the newspaper, I observed what he was doing behind a low wooden partition. He was pouring the leftover wine from the bottles into one glass, like a chemist and druggist mixing a new medicine. When the wine came, I found it flat. It was flat quite, tasting nothing like a pure foreign wine. But I was too shy to complain and said nothing. Means the waiter was very clever and he was mixing all the wines together and then the things were given to the writer. After dinner, being in a pleasant mood, I decided to go to see a play. I chose Covent Garden Theatre. There, from the back of a center box, I saw Julius Caesar and the new pantomime. At school, these Romans had seemed stern and difficult, but here they were walking in and out of for my entertainment. I found it refreshing and delightful. Means after the dinner, the writer went to the theatre and he enjoyed there and he was feeling relaxed there. But the show's mixture of reality and mystery and the influence of the poetry, the lights, the music, the company, and the glittering and the brilliant scenery were so dazzling and so endlessly delightful that when I came out of the rainy street at midnight, I felt as if I had come from a fantastic place where I had been living an adventurous life to a noisy, poorly lit, muddy and miserable world. Means the world of the play was quite fictitious, you can say. there was a lot of light, and when he came into the street it was raining and the light was also very dim, means he was not enjoying after all. So it's the end of the chapter, and we shall discuss the exercise tomorrow. So bye students.